is Darren Joseph from HEJ.tax, and we're the team that seeks to demystify that sometimes confusing world of international tax. And today we have the honor and privilege of having a great conversation with Michael and Nuno. Michael, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thanks, Darren. Good to be here. After a career in consulting in the international tax planning game, I'm now the founder of an investment platform in Portugal with some interesting Golden Visa qualifying investment products.
Fantastic. And Nuno?
As Michael was saying, thank you very much for the invitation to be here. I'm a tax partner at CMS, which is a Portuguese-based law firm, but present in 45 countries. We have been, and I've been very active in the private clients sector, mostly obviously in respect of taxes, but also touching upon Golden Visa, and that's why I've been working actively also with Michael in this sector.
Fantastic. Obviously, the Golden Visa itself has gone through changes, like you intimated at the beginning. First, it was real estate, but then real estate was slowly withdrawn from the list of options. What do you anticipate to be the future of the Golden Visa? What other changes do you anticipate would happen?
Golden Visa programs are fickle by nature. They're fleeting, they're here in a moment of time. A government's looking to raise a certain amount of capital, at which stage they'll either remove it or raise the bar up. I think the trend at the moment is really funds that are either open-ended. Investors do like a little bit of liquidity and flexibility, that if they change their mind, they're able to get out. Whether those are as interesting from an investment point of view as some of the closed-ended funds is another question and another debate. Then I think popularity is likely to increase. Portugal, for many, many years, has always been a bit of a safe harbor in a storm. There's some interesting bumps on the horizon, potentially. You are seeing a big international interest of people coming through to Portugal, and that momentum just seems to be growing, really. Lately, I'm speaking to, for example, people from Canada quite often, or even the odd Australian, which is something you never used to see. I wouldn't be surprised if the Golden Visa is reviewed at the end of this year. There may be a real estate component that comes back through a fund, where part of that fund would need to support social housing initiatives, potentially. Right. And that could be interesting. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the value could fluctuate up or down a little bit.
But, with the changes, as you say, it's a very fickle environment. I guess one of the key messages is that if it's something that someone is thinking about, they need to move quickly to lock in while the opportunity is available.
Get it while you can. It's really cool being able to be involved in something where clients are able to make an investment now that's going to impact on the lives of unborn great-grandchildren, for example. That sort of legacy investments. And you don't want to miss that opportunity, because alternatives in Europe, while they're interesting, Italy, etc., I mean, you would have seen Spain have yanked their program, pretty much one day to the next quite recently. The Italian program could get more interesting with time. They're going to actually have a referendum to bring their citizenship from 10 years forward to 5 years of legal residence. So watch that space as well. But as we said, get it while you can, because things can change quite dramatically. I experienced that firsthand with some South African investors or potential investors that were like, I'm going to do it next year when the rand improves against the euro or dollar. And at that time, you could get in at a 350,000 euro ticket. Suddenly it jumped to 500,000 euros. So even though the rand improved, whether it did or not, I can't recall, well, it didn't help them out very much. It's act while you can.
Okay. Michael, if someone wanted to reach you to find out more about Golden Visa opportunities, what's the best way to find you?
Reach out directly. I've always experienced such a warm welcome in Portugal, and people looking at the jurisdiction, I'm happy to make sure they get the same level of experience. Email, it's available on my website, through LinkedIn. I'm generally very, very responsive. Looking forward to engaging with a few more people.
Michael Maxwell on LinkedIn. And what's your website? What's your URL again?
It's portugalpanorama.com. So email address is michael@portugalpanorama.com.
Fantastic. And Nuno, what's the best way to find you?
Look, I think that, again, the email is an option, which is nuno.santos@cmsportugal.com. I think it's probably the best way. And then obviously engaging, we can talk via WhatsApp or phone. It's fine. All of them work.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.